Okay, this is part 3 of lesson 28 on fractions, and we are going to page 187 in our book with the numbers on it. Okay, on page 187, we're still trying to understand breaking shapes into parts. Okay, as we talked yesterday, if we take a shape and we fold the shape, if we had a circle and we fold it in half, then we could look at the halves and it could tell us how to draw equal parts. And drawing equal parts would mean draw a line down the middle. Okay, it says circle the word that describes the parts. Did I divide that into halves or fourths? Well, fourths means 4 equal parts. So do I have 4 equal parts? No. I have 2 equal parts and the word is halves. Okay, here it says draw 4 equal parts. So if I draw 4 equal parts, let's see, I'm going to draw it this way. I'm going to draw it down the middle, here, and then I'm going to count to make sure I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do have 4 equal parts. So what word describes that? Did I divide it into halves or fours? Well, look at this, 4. That tells me I divided into 4 equal parts. Okay, my circle. Draw 4 equal parts. So if I draw 4 equal parts, I draw down the middle. And I'm going to have to draw this way because if I drew this way, the parts would not be equal. They're not very equal the way I drew them either, are they? Okay, so it said 4 equal parts. So is it in halves or is it in quarters? Oh, there's a new word, quarters. Now, we've talked about quarters when we talked about money, haven't we? A quarter is worth how much? I hope you said 25 cents. And remember, we counted our quarters till we got to $1. We went 25, 50, 75, $1. 25, 50, 75, $1. So how many quarters did it take to make $1? It took 4 quarters. So if it takes 4 quarters to make $1, that's talking about taking $1 and divided it into 4 equal parts. So is this halves? Is that 2 equal parts? That's bothering me. It's so far off. Okay, is that 2 equal parts? No, it is 4 equal parts, like the quarters. Okay, when you divide something into 4 parts, you say you divide it in quarters. Okay, also on our clock, sometimes we say it's a quarter till. That's when we take the clock, pretend this is a clock, we divide it into 4 equal parts, and that's when we still have this much time to go before we get to do something. Okay, it says look at a half of a circle. Look at a fourth of the same circle. Which part is larger? Okay, look up here. This is a half of a circle. This is a fourth of a circle. Would you rather get half of something or a fourth of it? Okay, you probably would want the half. It's a bigger piece. If you divide something in just 2 pieces, then it's going to be larger than if you divide it into fourth. So look at a fourth of the same circle. Which part is larger, the half or the fourth? And the answer would be the half is larger. The more you divide it, the smaller it gets. Okay, and I'm realizing I did not go over the homework from yesterday, so we'll go over the homework and then talk about what we will be doing for homework for this one. Okay, on the homework on last night, you had to draw 2 equal parts, and we did that. Then draw 4 equal parts, and again, I'm going to divide it in half first, and then divide the halves into halves, and then I'm going to check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I have 4 equal parts. Remember, the checking is always important. Sometimes you think you know what you did, you think you have it right, but go back and check. Okay, look at this one. Draw 4 equal parts. Okay, First, I'm going to draw it in half. Can I draw here? No, because then those parts aren't the same. With a circle, it's different. You always have to go through the center of the circle if you're going to cut it, because it does not have straight sides. Okay, did you find the way to divide the trapezoid into 2 equal parts? If I divided it like this, are those parts going to be equal? No. If I divided it like this, are the parts going to be equal? No. The only way to divide it in equal parts would be to divide it down the middle like this. So, and once again, line is off. Okay, so that this part here, same as this part here is the same as this. We need to have 2 equal parts. Okay, draw 4 equal parts. Okay, once again, I could divide it like this, and like this. I could divide it diagonally like this, and like this. And I would get 4 equal parts. Okay, draw 2 equal parts. Well, if I draw 2, can I draw my lines like this? No, that wouldn't be 2 equal parts. I would have to draw my line down through the middle, this way. So I have this part is equal to this. If I would flip this part over, cut it and flip it over, they would be equal. They would match up. If I cut it this way, I would have a part that looks like this and a part that looks like this. That's not the same. So it would be down through the middle. Okay, how did you do on that? Okay, looking at the homework for tonight. You can break shapes into equal parts. Then you can use words to describe the equal parts. Okay, this is a whole, what we've talked about before. When it's all together, you've got a whole pie, a whole cake, a whole candy bar, a whole piece of paper, a whole of anything that you want looking at to divide. Halves, 2 equal parts. This part is the same as this. If I divide it in half, it's fair. You can have that half, I can have that half, and we are happy with that. Fourths, 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and all the parts are the same so that everybody is happy. Okay, this one, if we have 2 equal parts, circle the word that describes the parts, halves or fourths. Okay, 2 equal parts. Okay, remember, if I look at this word, I take that part of it, that means 4. Are there 4 parts there? No. Are there 4 parts there? No. So that is halves. Halves means 2 equal parts. Okay, 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Circle the word that describes the parts. So if I divide it, I have 4 different parts. Remember, 4, and that's what I want. So it is 4 because I do have 4 parts. Okay, again, draw 2 equal parts. Any way you want to do it. I'm going to try to do it down the middle. Maybe one of these times I will get it down the middle. Okay, so we have 2 equal parts. Draw 4 equal parts. Remember, a circle, because it is a circle, you have to go through the center of the circle. So we will have to go this way. So that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 equal parts. Okay, and then on the back, your practice. Draw 2 equal parts. Circle the word that describes the parts. This one, draw 4 equal parts, then circle the word that describes the parts. You're going to draw it, and then you're going to circle halves or quarters. You're going to draw it, circle halves or quarters. Draw 2 equal parts. You're going to draw a line, and then just circle whether it's halves or quarters. Draw 4 equal parts. You're going to draw the line, and then you're going to circle whether it's halves or quarters. Okay, so that's not really that much to do. Again, those extra worksheets, they are great for practicing this. You don't have to do them, but if you have time and want to do them, they're great practice for doing your fractions. Okay, have a good evening. Thank you. Bye.